music. It's really, and I actually turned it down like a lot. So now I have to go get that music is too loud. And I know people are like, what the hell does that have to do with? And that music, it makes me happy. That's what it does. It makes me happy. Good morning, everybody. Wonderful, everybody. How are you? I had a weekend of, your sound is echoing some. Is it still echoing? We change mics. Go back to the other mic. Is that better? Good morning. Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Nancy. Is that better? Better. Awesome. For whatever reason, when I play the video at the beginning, it echoes a little. I'm not quite sure why. Really interesting week of classes. I'm going to be setting up some events. Had so much fun. The best reading I have received in years, not me giving somebody, that I have received in years, happened during this past weekend. And it was all about trance. And I'm making some tough decisions on some future classes I want to take. But we're always learning, right? We're always learning. I totally forgot to turn the light on here. That's why I'm looking all dark here. We had a really great time in class. I have somebody that's going to come in and speak with us. He is a Russian psychiatrist that's going to come in and speak to the My Mystical Life membership about this this technology that he uses here. He's the only one in the United States that uses it. It's not aura photography. It is real time watching the energy surge. And he works in New York, where you can actually get a video of as your emotions change, as you try to dramatically change your emotions while hooked up to this thing. It shows the surges and the color coordinations to the chakra systems and what it does to your auric systems. It's truly cool. He's going to come on and talk to us. His name is Voldemir. I couldn't help myself because I'm kind of snarky. I can't help it. And I'm in this class. There's 40 people in this class. Class is booked. It was a great class. Amazing class. And we were in it was like a 3 people in a group thing doing readings. And I said, I just have to ask. How many people called you Voldemort? Because I mean, I really need to know. He's bald. He looks a little bit like Voldemort. And I'm like, you have to ask these things, right? These are important questions. Because he says nobody. I don't know about that. Okay. So it is Mediumship Monday. We are going to do Mediumship this morning. And with the level of connection that I had this weekend, I'm really excited about today. I'm going to make an event. It's going to be a special event, probably in August. And I'm so sorry for your friend Shelly, April. So sorry, passing on loving thoughts her way. Definitely. We're going to be doing a trance healing session over the August. We're going to find a date that we can go ahead and schedule that for. And that is going to be, it's truly amazing. I never even thought of this. And as we were in this class, and he started talking about it, my guys were like, huzzah! And I'm like, all right then. And you step off into this trance and call and do this. Oh, it's just really, really cool. So we're going to be doing some trance healing session over the course of this month. I just have to. Hi, Tony Antoinette. Welcome. So we have a lot of stuff coming up. The new calendar is out. I'm not going to read it to you. You want to know why? It took me forever. Good morning, Dennis. It took me forever to get it set up yesterday. Do you guys see? It barely fit on the paper, on the page. There's so many things going on this month. And of course, all of them are in the evening, depending on what your time zone is. 7 Central, right? 8 Eastern, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. So we have a lot of stuff going on. We have people coming in to talk. We're gonna the movie month, the movie thing. I also have a post that I just put up on My Mystical Life and has been shared to late bloomers. It's about Salem. I need to talk to people about Salem. I just do. I think we're having people message us about restrictions and lockdowns and concerns about traveling. They want to go, but they're concerned about traveling and bringing something back to their family. And we all thought this would be gone by now, right? We thought this would be gone by now. We're psychic. We should know better. We should know these things. But people are concerned about lockdowns that are coming. And I have a window of time to take care of bookings and things like that because of time restraints on when you book a big venue and things like that. So yeah, I'm asking for opinions on the other page. Good morning, everybody. Everybody's getting their mornings in. So what we're going to do this morning, we're going to do straight and solid mediumship. We are going to pull one card. But if Lisa starts going down the rabbit hole, please stop me. Please stop me. Be like, squirrel. I don't need to go down a rabbit hole today. I just don't. Good morning, Rachel Kalina. What does it mean if you dream of a bar? Are we talking about a bar of iron, or are you going to have a drink? Maybe you just need to take some rest, Keely, right? I was put in timeout this weekend. Husband put me in timeout. So I took class and then I was resting. Whatever. You have 2 children with confirmed COVID. I know more people that have COVID right now than I did when COVID was really, really flared up. So that concerns us a little, and not in just one part of the country. So we're having to make a tough decision on Salem, and it will be made in the next couple days. So please go to the other, when we're done here, go to the other page, either My Mystical Life or go to the Late Bloomers and give your opinion about it, because it doesn't mean that we're not going to do something. It just means we're not going to do something right now. We'll wait till next year, because our main thing is we want everybody to be safe, right? We want everybody safe. Can you imagine the guilt factor? How horrible we would feel if somebody got sick? Oh my God. Hi, Mr. Fry. We were talking about this last night, so that's why we're putting this out here this morning. So our card for the day, without going down, hi, Tammy, without going down the rabbit hole, is talking about the union of souls, right? We don't always have to join and be right there to be together, do we? We really do very well. It is and has been very interesting in the UK as well, Tony. Yeah, it's something. Does anybody else feel a shift coming up? Anybody else feel a shift intuitively? If you just sit here and go, shift, something changing, what do you have to say about it? Just speak. Do you feel a shift coming? There's a shift coming. It's a great one. So union, I absolutely love this card. We have joy. We have forces. We have friends all over the place. We can have so much fun online without anybody going to risk. But we are a union of people here, a union of souls, right? People are noticing that there's a shift coming. There's something coming. It's a coming. Now, if you guys were to intuitively go, good or bad, good, or we're not going to call it bad, we're going to call it prosperous, less prosperous. Because that is what we do, right? We don't always sugarcoat shit and say, hey, everything's going to be perfect, sunshine and rainbows, do we? Prosperous, less prosperous. Save water, buy toilet paper. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Yeah, we feel it. We feel something on the verge. Could be Lionsgate, right? But it's do we buy toilet paper is what I want to know. We're running low on toilet paper. Ma, get the toilet paper. Okay, so union changes are coming. Everybody knows it. Yeah. Vicky says her morning post was about dragonflies and change. Yep. Okay. So let's head into mediumship, you guys. If everybody can share one time to a group, that would be fabulous. I need to do that. I have been lacking in some of the things I need to be doing. Good morning, Liz Caputa. How are you this morning? I've been very, very much lacking in things that I should be doing. And one of them, holy crap, there I am. That was me. Okay, so I got to find myself. I'm always finding myself. Okay. The hell is that? Okay. Let me share to a couple groups. And as I'm doing that, I'm kind of grounding a little bit too. So I'm taking my shoes off. You're channeling that Charmin man in the commercials. He says, bye now. Yeah, Laura Keating and I are on the same page. I get the buy now feeling. Like, go get a Costco membership and buy some toilet paper. Don't buy all the toilet paper. Okay? Don't buy all the toilet paper. Nobody needs to be like that. Okay. I'm sharing to a couple places. And then people are like, I don't know what to do with all this toilet paper. I can tell you where. Never mind. I can tell you. It's just, people go out and they create discourse for other people. Not cool, man. Not cool. All right, I'm sharing. I'm trying to talk and share at the same time, and I'm stinking at it. So let's do this. There we go. There's the 3 I'm sharing to. That's all. Okay, we're done. Okay, eat more greens. Eat more greens. I saw that, Laura Keating, and I will be. Good morning, Vedra. I will be using that. I am looking for a chair for my corner over here for meditating in. I don't know why it seems important that I need a fluffy chair to do that in, but I do. And I'm going to be doing a lot of meditating in the next couple weeks. I have slowed my schedule down. It doesn't look like it by the My Mystical Life schedule. If you guys go to My Mystical Life, the schedule is up. It's also in the webpage. Let's start a what, Vicky? I heard to switch diet from beef and dairy to supply issues, perhaps in the future. Well, we're not going to go to politics, but it's political. It's very political. The farmer is being decimated. The American farmer is being decimated. There is no relief for them anymore. It's a shame. Let's go buy pickles and it kills the virus. Pickle juice, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to start taking some vitamins. I need to do that because this last couple weeks have been really rough. But I've been like eating a lot of pickles. I don't know if maybe I just needed salt or something too, but I have been eating a lot of pickles. So you have family that are farmers. It is so bad right now. It is so bad. You guys, if you don't know a farmer, it's what's your favorite pickle, you guys? Let's talk about this. Pickled green beans, yum. I love pickled Brussels sprouts. I know this is the strangest thing, and we have gone down a rabbit hole, but I have to distract myself a little bit. Well, people are in the pickle aisle. We can leisurely buy toilet paper, right? It's at the other aisles, right? Like several aisles away. You buy cups full of McDonald's Hungry Jacks, stuff like that. We actually have, because Glenn worked at one of the food places that makes Skippy peanut butter. We have a huge thing of Skippy peanut butter, Chef Boyardee raviolis. We're set. Pickled asparagus. Yes. Subway is the best. They're pickles? Really? Pickled asparagus. Spicy dill has pickled okra. Yeah, Brussels sprouts. I love pickled Brussels sprouts. I know people are like, what the hell are we talking about? But what is the other thing that's really good? Vlasics has these spicy baby dill pickles. Oh my God. They're so good. But we're here in the middle of hatch green chili season right now, where you go down the road and there's huge drums of hatch chilies being roasted. And also we like, I know I don't eat Chef Boyardee. No, Sam will eat it, but I'm not going to eat that. I'm not. I mean, if we're starving, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat the Chef Boyardee before I'm going to eat Sam. Okay. But there's this fine line. Are you still watching, baby? Pickled beets. Brussels sprouts pickled. Yes, you can buy. Here we can buy pickled Brussels sprouts. Not everywhere, but some places. Okay. Okay. So I don't know why we went down the pickled sprout road, but oh yeah, no. Follow me to take the train off the track going pickles. Oh my gosh. What is that? I can't read all of it right now. Oh, ourselves personally, we don't live in fear of virus. We don't live worried for ourselves. I need to put that out there. I love beets. Oh my gosh, I have a recipe for beets on the grill, you guys. We don't worry about us. We worry about Salem and other people getting sick. I don't know that I can handle that guilt. Honestly, if somebody went and got sick, I think that would just, I couldn't, I don't know. It'd be horrible. Hatch chili. We lived in Grants, but the Hatch chili wasn't big in Grants. Yep. When go to the store, pick up a few extra cans of stuff. That's kind of what I feel. It is 5 p.m. in the UK. It is 10 a.m. in Santa Fe. Are we channeling the green giant? Yum. Angel's working away. Okay, pickled garlic. Never tried that. Okay. Yeah, I just worry about other people. We don't worry about ourselves. We really don't. Our whole family has great communities. We really do. And this is personal preference. We're not going to go into it. But we don't go to the doctor unless we are really sick. There's not been a lot of antibiotics going through our systems. We're really pretty organic. We're going to consider ourselves pretty organic. So we don't worry about ourselves particularly. But I just thought of something. But yeah, as you go forward, I mean, you just have to make your own personal decisions. Okay, so let's do some mediumship. I'm going to probably actually call on people here and there, but I'm going to start with gallery mediumship, getting some messages across. If everybody could share one time. Christina says, I'm the same except for meat, so hard to cut it out. I agree. I love a steak. Okay. I almost want my steak to have a conversation with me. I used to love a good rare steak, but beef has not agreeing with me anymore. And I don't know if it's my guide's way of saying, or my body's way of saying it's time to start cutting that out. But beef lately has been horrible for me. Horrible. And I'm like, no, I'm a carnivore. I need a steak every once in a while because I love the taste of it, but it's not liking me. And we're not going to go into how many different ways it doesn't like me. Okay. So here we go, you guys. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go now. Then really pulled to cut out meat. I'm not pulled to cut them out. I'm influenced in a very heavy way to cut them out. I'm still resistant to the idea, though. I'm starting back on my fasting today. Pickles and beef. Pickles and beef. Pickles and beef. Yeah. No. Okay, we're going to go. We worked on, I'm sorry. We worked on transmutation this weekend. So while I'm sitting here doing this, I'm going to challenge you. I'm challenging me myself as well. I'm going to be calling in energies to change the, wait, I haven't yet, Angel. No, we're talking about options just because of some things that are going on. So transmutation is when spirits and energy can create a different look to the person and actually change the way their face or their body looks. You can see faces or clothes or whatever come in. So I will be working on that as well. I will be calling that in first. Let me see if I can put this here. So that because we're working on these new things, right? Why take classes if we're not going to work on the new things? So transmutation is also going to be part of this today. So if you see a shift or if the face becomes blurry or if you see anything like that happen, comment on it because that is part of what I'm going to be doing today. So yes, Nancy, you can post your new group here. Absolutely. That is part of our, I'm going to go close this curtain maybe. The sun is coming in. Oh, so much better. The sun is coming in, so we don't need that in our life right now. Transmutation is strange to see. We practiced it yesterday. It was so cool. I had an Egyptian, well, get this, I had an Egyptian face come over mine yesterday. Not to give you, this is not what I'm calling up. And then I had the moon behind me. It was an Egyptian moon person. I was just so cool. It was so cool. Okay, so another sip of coffee. All right, let's do it. Transmutation is a shift. It's like a layer of spirit energy that comes right over top of my face, my arms, my chest, wherever. And I'm going to work on that first. Then we're going to do pull. I'm pulling that in. And sometimes when you're doing mediumship, it will shift to be the person that you're reading, that you're bringing across. So that is what we're working on. It was so cool. It had a great weekend. So I want to talk about this older gentleman. He kind of reminds me of the gentleman in the movie Lord of the Rings, the guy, the bad guy at the end. Um, I don't know his name. He was one of the wizards. And he keeps giving me that feeling as if his face was longer. His face was longer and his hair was really white. And I feel like he tried to wear it in a little ponytail in the back at some point and gave up and had to cut it because it was just too thin. I feel like he was losing his hair and it was just too thin. He had to give up on it. I also want to talk about this person having been a little bit of a freer spirit, not so stressed. I feel like he'd lived pretty stressed earlier on in life and discovered that he needed to take the time for himself and really chill. He uses the word chill. He talks about when he was younger, in the 60s, he was he considered a hippie. And I'm trying to get a location, like, were we in the United States? Were we in Europe? Where were we? He talks, there's a picture someplace where he was wearing plaid pants. Horrible, horrible plaid pants. And it's been a joke. Somebody laughed about it. At first I thought he was a gardener, but I actually think he just liked to smoke weed. This was probably somebody's parent. There might have been a joke about it being for glaucoma. He wants to talk about handfuls of daisies. Trying to get the reference. It's really vague. Like, there was a trip and some flowers were picked and they were brought back in the car and they died immediately in the heat on the dashboard. It was not a big, huge trip. It was just like a day trip. Felt like to a park. He talks about, there's a song about shiny buttons or something. No, tiny bubbles. Tiny bubbles. Tiny bubbles. I don't know. I don't know. Can anybody recognize this individual? He felt like an old free soul, like an older, I don't think he was big on alcohol. He lived pretty easy. He had some funding behind him. Not sure on all the info. He would have been somebody's parent, I feel, or he would have been young. He would have been in his 20s in the 60s. So he probably a grandparent, maybe a grandparent. Nah, he'd have been somebody's parent or grandparent. It could be very well grandparent. He felt very like that was his heyday. Like, he was so happy in that time, and then life kicked him in the ass. He needed to go get a job. He had to support family. He went from this incredibly free lifestyle to very restrictive. And this is true of actually a lot of what do they call baby boomers, right? Had to go into life and work and work and work and work. And I really feel like after when it came to be a time that he could relax and could retire and have a good time, he became more free. Again, he actually started to maybe smoke pot again because he could. But he talks about a bunch of flowers that were picked that it made him sad that they died right away. I don't know. So do we have anybody in on this gentleman? God, he feels like that. He feels like he looks almost like the guy from Lord of the Rings. I don't know the guy's name, the character's name, but he was the bad guy in the end. Everybody thought he was a good wizard, and then he ended up being the bad guy. Sanos, something like that. God, he keeps showing himself in white. Nope, we're good. We don't know him. I'm not going to spend time on him if we don't know him. That's horrible, isn't it? We're going to set him off to the side. We're going to set him off to the side. All good? All right. Saruman, that's it. Vedra, that's it. Saruman. That's okay. We don't have to know who they are all the time, right? We can set him off to the side and just say, hey, his message, probably for me, take the time because life is short. I feel like that's me. I feel like life is short. He died earlier than he expected to. He expected to live to be an old guy because get this, he lived a nice, clean, healthy lifestyle, and he died younger than he thought because he thought he was going to last a long time, right? Life's too short for stress. He keeps going back to the movie The Lord of the Rings. He must have lived long enough to see The Lord of the Rings. Normally, I don't say that. Normally, I'm like, they can use references of whatever, right? But he really liked Lord of the Rings, so I feel like he might have been a Rennie. I feel like he might have done festivals like that because he was like, I'm a wizard. He keeps going like this, I'm a wizard. So I'm going to assume he was pagan, actually. He's like, life is so short, but so effing cool. From the other side, he's talking. You want to hear what he says from the other side? It's really kind of cool. He's talking about how interesting it is to watch the replay of the things that have happened in life and the choices that we make and why we do them, because they're hard, right? And he says, if you could choose one thing to change, what would you change? That didn't have a butterfly effect in your whole entire existence to change not only yourself, but everybody around you. And that seems to be what he really wants you to know. The things that you do affect everybody around you. Life is short. Air quality is horrible in Washington. Fires. Hi, Bradley. So he really is talking about come on. Every choice you've made, you signed up for. You knew what this was. You knew what this was. So enjoy what you have. And if you're going through tough times, what are you supposed to be learning and move forward? Really smart guy. Really, he actually feels like he worked in aviation. Like he was in college, in hippie time. And like he went into aviation because he gives me airplanes. He's like, I'm smart. I'm pretty smart. I was smart, but didn't help him. Yeah, everybody can take this, right? So let's see. So let's see if we pull a name. And I don't want everybody to jump on and say, I want to hear from so-and-so. I don't want to do that. We're not doing that. Okay. That it does not help me. It actually hinders getting a reading. I don't want any information. So don't jump on and say, I want to hear from so-and-so. Okay. He has some. He's really smart, but he's not smart. He's smart like um. He's smart. Like he had the capacity to be smart and work and make money, which gave him early retirement. And I think he felt like, hey, I have early retirement. Look at all the time I have to spend. And then he just feels knowledgeable, like not book smart, but smart in the world. Okay. Um, so let's see who we're gonna attempt to pull a reading for somebody in specific. All right, I know I said I wasn't going to do this. So I'm going to talk to Marianne Murphy. Marianne Murphy, are you still here? I know I said I don't want any information. I really don't want any information. Nothing. Marianne Murphy, are you still here? Hi, everybody. If you are new, make sure you like My Mystical Life. If you're on YouTube, click the little subscribe button and the bell. We have some things. The schedule is up. The schedule's up. Took me forever to get the schedule up. So, but it is up, and you can check that out. I think I don't know if Isis is on it on the 3rd or not. I don't know if I got her on there. I have to look. Okay. Marianne Murphy. I'm going to give you some messages. I'm not doing mediumship like at this age they passed away or anything like that. We're going through memories. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull across some memories. Hopefully you understand who I'm talking about. I know you have somebody you want to talk to, but I got to tell you guys, not all the time are they available. So if I bring somebody across that you're aware of, I certainly hope that you are open to hearing a message from somebody else, because it doesn't always happen the way we want it to happen, right, you guys? Sometimes we get messages that just are so from somebody we didn't even expect. So here we go. The image I get first, though, is I get this fish hook thing. I get this I get this feeling of being led around, being this is a male energy. I get this feeling of being led around. I get this feeling of, and I actually hear the word catfished. I've heard the phrase before, but I'm not quite sure what it means, because I'm like not that hip. But I feel like this person, it was like a sleight of hand thing going on in life. This is a male energy. I do know that. And I get this navy blue t-shirt looking thing. And I hear loud noises. I'm not quite sure why I hear loud noises. Almost feels like a construction type of situation, but I hear things banging and clanging in the background. So you're allowed to validate, Marianne. If I start talking about something and it sounds like something you recognize, you're allowed to give me yeses. Okay, you're allowed to do that. And you can even put back there if something sounds familiar, like yes, construction, or yes, fishing, or whatever. But he keeps going back to this. This person keeps going back to this big, huge fish hook, like this big influence in his life that kept him off to the side, that kept him over on one side, and he couldn't bring himself back to center. No information, just yeses, and maybe fishing. Okay, so just keep it really basic, because if you give me too much, then it gets cloudy. So I just feel like there was this. Okay, so let's go back to that. I don't know. I feel like it's the same color shirt I have on. It's almost the same color shirt I have on. I never wear this shirt. There was like a t-shirt, and I just keep seeing him wiping stuff off on his, thank you very much, Marion, on his shirt. Like he would wipe things on his shirt like this. Sorry guys, I feel like he's making another fishing reference. It's worm guts. It's bait yuck, okay? So much water. I feel like there was a hard time staying in the moment, in the center. I want to get sick. I want to eject something. Um, this is for Marianne Murphy. I want to move something out of my body. I want to get sick. And I want to talk about a small child. I want to talk about a child that there was like, this is how you do this. This is how you put the fish on the hook, or put something on the hook. I want to talk about a child. I don't know if it's a one of his own children, or if it was a sibling or somebody that was younger than him. But it was almost like he was guiding them and saying, "This is how we do something." And it might not even been. It seems like he's comfortable in this area of talking about references. Twin. Why do I see a cross? As soon as I went to do this, um, I saw an old Gothic cross. Um, I want to say it is either a memory of someplace he has been that. Oh, I understand. I understand. Thank you. It's almost like I need help. That kind of thing. It's almost as if there was an effort to bring a feeling of peace to himself. Because my first thought would be a necklace, um, something along those lines. But there's also a sense of peace. There's also something like, how do we bring across relief? Does that make sense to you? In the face uh, um, I don't know, it's hard to do this. It's like I get an anxiety feeling with this as well. This is for Marianne Murphy. Yes, this makes sense to you. Okay. Um, and I don't. I'm gonna. The way he left us. Okay. I also get this, and I'm gonna sing horribly. Okay, you guys. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. It's a feeling of, I need you to be comforted. I need you to be comforted. It's okay. I need you to be comforted. And it's almost like, as if I could do this for you, if I could do this for you, that he would not want anybody to be hurt by anything he had ever done in his life, and he wouldn't want anybody to be hurt by actions or um, abruptness. Or he's just talking about, if I could soothe you, I would soothe you. But you need, and this is his message. So we're just going to go on. Um, there's a degree of spirit guidance you have from the other side. Okay, when you feel his energy around, his energy's around. Energy is limitless. The soul is infinite. Infinite. We can be wherever we want to be as a soul. So when he's doing this and he's like, I've got you. I've got you every day in every way. I feel like he had some decisions in his life that were less than what you guys would have considered to be perfect. And he's like, that doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. You need to know that he's with you. all the time. When you think about him, he's there. He's going to be your support. Don't worry. And I don't know if this is a concern. He's like, don't worry where I'm at. Just worry that I'm with you. Don't worry about it, but just know, don't worry where he's at. Just know he's with you. I also have to say that everything on the other side is beautiful, you guys. Everything on the other side is beautiful. It doesn't matter how you got there. It doesn't matter how much pain you were in or what decisions you made or how abruptly it happens, unless you're a very new soul and you can't figure out how to get over there, which is very rare. It doesn't happen all the time. Just know he's there for you so often. And I almost feel like there's a, hold on, I got to figure it out. What is that? It's a reference to I Dream of Jeannie. I Dream of Jeannie. Oh yeah, there's Lisa Howard. It's beautiful on the other side. There is no judgment. There's no judgment. Doesn't matter how you got there. I get this. I don't know why. No, it's not I Dream of Jeannie. It's Bewitched. I get this. Like if you feel anything here, if you feel anything brush your face like this and you feel the need to pull your hair back, that's an indication he's around you. He wants to talk about a brush right here. Does that make sense to you, Marianne? Like, it's just the subtlest of things, almost feels like a bug. Brush your hair back. That's him. I hope that's helpful. This is a great question. Oh, wait. What is the other side like? Is it colorful and like nature? There is a meditation, you guys, on the membership, on the My Mystical Life membership, that because we do classes and intuitive development, and I'm going to tell you guys about the new, that makes sense to you. Okay. I'm so glad that makes sense to you. I hope this was helpful, Marianne. Do not grieve so deeply that you cannot live your life, is his message as well. Don't grieve so deeply that you keep looking backwards. It'll only slow you down in life. We have a new type of class coming. If you guys read the newsletter, we have a new type of class coming. It won't be activated in August because I don't want to get rid of the drumming class, the basics of shamanic drumming. I don't want to get rid of that class. And we have the CE protocols, the close encounters of the fifth kind protocols after the movie night with Aaron, right? So we have such a full schedule in August. It's not all me. There's so many different people that are coming on. It is amazing how it's fleshing out. I'm absolutely loving it. But what I can tell you is that we have so many cool things. And this new class is going to be starting in September. And we're going to have our 2 regular classes on whatever we decide. Sam is going to be in charge of the, how are we doing the movie night? The movie night is going to be on the 14th. And that is with Aaron at 8:30 Central Standard Time. So that is on the 14th of this month, and it'll be announced in the private group. It'll be announced that he takes care of all that. The new class is going to be, Sam has the new chat class, which is just that open discussion class where we talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. It's a mishmash of everybody's opinions, all that good stuff. Yeah, the class is on the 23rd for drumming within the membership, you guys. And I'm talking about the membership, but I haven't given anybody information. It's like $11.11 a month if you want to be in the silver level. You get crystal discounts, all that stuff, whatever. Let me find it. So anyways, the new class, we have decided that we have all been together for over a year, which, by the way, is an incredible milestone, isn't it? We'll tell. Yeah, we're going to talk about the other side in just a second. The new class is we are going to be having a goal each class. So we might be working on psychometry. We might be working on trance. We might be working on a healing session, working on sending healing to each other. We might be working on clairvoyance. Does not matter. We're going to change it each month, but we are going to get into class. We're going to discuss what we're going to do, and then we're practicing. The whole thing is practice. We will be practicing in small groups on each other, and then we're going to come back and we're going to shake it up, and we're going to get new people, and we're going to practice again. And we've done the discussions. We've done the talks. The membership on your page, on our page, yes, you go up the top and it's membership, and you just click membership, and super easy. easy to get along with. The shamanic drumming class is in the membership. So the shamanic drumming class is going to be a membership class. You have to be in mymysticallife.com membership too. But not only do you have this, you have like 60 other classes you can take. There's a lot. And meditations and healing sessions and interviews and so much stuff. All the accumulation of everything. Okay, so let's move on. I'm really excited about the new practice class. Really, really excited about the new practice class because we've been talking, we've done all these other things. Let's really start to ramp up and get comfortable what we're doing intuitively and develop some more. So it's morphing, isn't it? Everything morphs a little bit here and there. Okay, so let's see. Let's scroll through and go to... I hope that helped you, Marianne. I hope that helped you. Oh, Sophia Aurora asked what the other side looks like. The other side has a lot of different aspects to it, but you have to kind of understand that it's going to be perfect for each individual soul. There are no, if somebody ends their life early, there's no judgment. That does not do anybody any good, does it? Hi, Jennifer. So everybody just is learning and healing from this over here. What does it look like? It looks for whatever's perfect to that person. Okay. So if you have a healing area, it's going to look like what you need. It's not this white clinical place. How much? $11.11 a month. You can get the silver membership at $11.11 a month, right? Cup of coffee, 2 cups of coffee. If you go to Starbucks, well, that's a little over a cup of coffee. $9 for a cup of coffee. But I need my coffee. Okay. But yeah, we have a lot going on in the membership. I'm glad that they're outside doing quiet work instead of jackhammering. Okay. So let's move on. Let us go to, and we're fun. The classes are Zoom classes. They're live classes. So, and then they're recorded. So if you couldn't make it, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can still watch. Okay. Let's go to hello, Rush. I'm looking, you guys, to see who they say to pull for. Change. Can anybody? No. Let's go with Marie Veliva. Marie Veliva. Are you still here, Marie? Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're doing Mediumship Monday. Checking to see if Marie is still here. If not, we're going to move on. We have an interview on the podcast. You're here. All right. I see who I'm going to work on next, though. Okay. We'll be on the Age of Darkness doing the Galactic Federation channeling on the 21st. So you'll find a Facebook event on that on My Mystical Life. I don't know if I have it up yet, but I will. I think I have it up. I'll have to check. So we will be doing galactic channeling live right then. We also have a channeling class on the 20th that's within the membership. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do that live within the membership or if we're going to and make that like a live channeled healing session within the membership or a channeled session. I'm trying to decide. You guys let me know. I know what you guys can say. Okay. Marie. So once again, not a lot of information, you guys. I just want yes, no's, and I don't knows. If you don't know who I'm talking about, then it's okay. Will I have time to do live? Absolutely. I am taking a break from a lot of things. Coda, you're next, actually. I'm taking a break from a lot of things. So I am having to slow down. My guide said, slow down or you're going to get sick. And they kept me down for 2 freaking weeks giving me this message. Like, are you listening? Jennifer, see you later. So we have to pay attention to these things sometimes, right? So I'll have time. Okay, Marie. I don't know who this is. We're just gonna see who it is. I hear sewing machine. I want to talk about a sewing machine. I want to talk about straight lines, precisions. I don't know if it's sewing clothing or quilting or just something maybe somebody did for a job. But I definitely feel a female energy and a sewing machine. And it wasn't like one of these newfangled ones that you hand it the material and go, hey, I want something pretty. And it hands it back and goes, voila. I have one of those. I don't use it, but I have. This is an older sewing machine. This is a tried and true. It will sew a straight line like nobody's business. And it sounds like a freight train sewing machine. And this person also shows me curtains, like very simple, beautiful curtains. You guys, we're pulling for Marie Veliva right now. So this is Mediumship for Marie. If you are new to us, make sure you click like and follow because we're fun as hell. Just to tell you. I keep seeing like a florally kind of print. I almost want to say that this may have been, I told you, Lori, right? So you're going to find somebody. I feel like this person lived through the Depression. And I want to say that because I see this floral rough material, and I feel like these were curtains that would have been made out of feed sacks. Like when the people in the Depression the women started to use the feed sacks for clothing and other things, the mills started to print prints on them, right? How awesome was that? They filled a need and it was a source of joy. I just keep seeing this woman sewing a straight line. I just keep seeing her sewing a straight line, and she was really good at it. She's really good at it. I can also tell you this woman had arthritis, in her knuckles. Fingers crossed, Lori. Marie, can you validate any of this, that you would know who I'm talking about? Burlap sacks. Yeah, they printed on the sacks. They were gorgeous for what they were. They worked with what they had, right? And I hear praying. I almost wonder if it's not Catholic, because I was raised Catholic. They're giving me this. Do you need to do more of this, Lisa? Yeah, they were a rough cloth, but that's what they had. Could be a different. Could be a couple different people. This is important. The Catholicism is an important aspect of this. So this is important. That is a really big deal. Or the religion, but this is Catholic. This is Catholic, right? Yeah. He's going. Oh, I never did that. What is that called? Supplicating or something like that. I see this person like going to go into the pew, but doing. I never did that. I was very young, as when I was in catechism and all those things. But this person was very, very respectful. What is that called? Supplication, when you you bow down before you go into the pew. Genuflecting. Thank you. I knew it had some word I couldn't think of. There would have been something this person said as well, and this is for Marie Veliva. This person said something like, I'm not. That's very. This person had something they said that was like an exclamation. They weren't a cusser, but it was like saying "holy crap" in a different language, or just some sort of. It was almost. I don't. It was like an exclamation. Does it make sense to you? Like, if we're doing a reading right now for Marie Veliva, so we are working. I call on who Spirit tells me to. So if you're just signing on, you never know where you're going to fall in that. It's not like your last, so just know that. She couldn't stand dust on. She couldn't stand dust to be on her clothing. Like, I keep getting her dusting stuff off, like dog hair or dust or something, like she keeps brushing something off of her clothing. Kiss my foot. It was just like a funny phrase, not a funny phrase, but it was a phrase that she used that was her catch line. We're going to call it her catch line because everybody would kind of like, and after a while, they just got used to it. Hi, everybody. I'm wondering if this person had cats or something that caused something to be on her clothing, because I keep wanting to do this and get stuff off of my clothing. It just feels like, gosh darn it all, like that. Let's get exact here. Come on. And would there have been a favorite chair or a space that she found at the end of her life she spent a whole lot of time? I know we slow down as we get older, right? But she's like, it was her space. It was comfortable. It was her peaceful spot. Instead of ass, she would say foot. Okay, because this just it just feels like it was an exclamation, but it was a catch line. So we're going to go with this. We're going to go with this person that you have in mind, because this person, it just feels like something they would say, and if people didn't know her, they'd be like, "What the hell was that?" But there's something about a piece of furniture or possibly a piece of furniture that had covers over the arms or cover over the back of it, some sort of cover on it. Can you validate that, Marie? Like, not a dust cover, but like you put something over it so their arms don't wear. Okay, you can validate it. Okay. So we're just going to go on with what this message is because we know what this is, right? She says there are times in life when you just need to use other. I almost want to say there's times in life that it's okay to cuss. Like, she wants to replace foot with ass, or she's like, there are times that these things just need to come out of us. And what she's doing is she's talking about you. She's like, there are things that you need to say in this lifetime that you're holding back, and living according to convention, not maybe public opinion so much as living within stricture of thought processes that have been passed down, of course. But she's also talking about there's things you need to talk about. Talk about it. Don't hold back. Now, don't go out. Don't go running around F-bombing everybody. Okay, that's not cool. There's kids around. We don't need that. But do make sure that there's when you, because she's like, you're not using the words you need to use. That's how she's putting this across. Okay, you're not using some of the words that you need to use to get messages across to people because they are a little bit pig-headed and set in their ways, and you need to figure out how to make them understand that some of the things that you need are legitimate needs. And it feels like a feeding the soul kind of thing. Like, you need to hear some things. If somebody's emotionally constipated, maybe they need to hear some things to jar them out of that. And that's what she's saying. She's like, come on. This was old school. We are in a whole nother dimension of life now. Live like you're in that dimension, not back over here. Interesting. She's very, very, very spoken. She's like, do you know if she ever water skied? Like when she was much younger. Do you ever know if she was in the boat or if she water skied? Or I keep seeing fun and water skis, and it just doesn't feel like her. It feels like I just have a hard time putting that into her energetic field. But I keep seeing like fun and a picture of water skis. I'm waiting to see what she has to say. It's so out of place that I'm wondering if it's actually still her, if I've moved on. I might have moved on. I think I've moved on. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think that's her. I think that's somebody else. Okay. That's where I leave you with her. Because I really feel like the water skis are like somebody else going, hey, let's do this. She wouldn't get the water. Yeah. Okay. I just say water skis. Interesting. Okay. I hope that helps. Really, really interesting person. We're going to move on to Coda Nielsen. Coda, you still here? Coda. Was it a wooden boat, Marie? Was it a wooden boat? Like, was it a boat? Was it a fiberglass boat or the queuing up? Yeah, they do that. You have to go stay in line. Everybody else would ski. Fiberglass. Okay, not the same boat. Okay, not the same boat. It's an older boat. All right, moving on. Coda. Coda, I have a male energy that wants to sing. I have a male energy that wants to sing, and I'm not talking like opera. I'm talking like Bohemian Rhapsody, banging. I can't do it, but banging head, Bohemian Rhapsody, Wayne's World, party time, excellent. Stupid movies. Like movies that you would think that you would lose brain cells if you watched it too many times. Passed away fairly young-ish. We're not going to call him older. We're going to call him midlife. You're very welcome, Marie. Why do I see 70s? I see 80s. I see 80s. Only because I'm seeing lawn darts, like outside activities and active and doing things like run from here, run to there, run to the here, run to there, run to the here. I don't know why I see lawn darts, but the lawn darts are funny. I think it's a hysterical reference because everybody's afraid of lawn darts now. I keep hearing like the Wayne's World, where one thing transitions into another, and they do the crazy wave, and the screen changes. And I want to talk about that. I want to talk. You know who it is, okay? I want to talk about that. I want to, since you know who it is right out the gate, we're going to move forward on that because I definitely. It's just like look. Shit changes, and I want to cuss. I'm not going to do it on here. I'm not going to do it to. I agree, Vicky. Right? Lawn darts, Darwinism in its metal form, natural selection. I want to talk about a headache. I don't know if he ever got bloody noses, if he ever got a bloody nose, or if there was blood on his nose, and a headache. I have. He wants to talk about that feeling though. It's oops, that was your foot. You didn't need that foot anyways. If you can't move out of the way, we survived. Was he? Was he standing over there? He visits here and there, doesn't he? His name's Odie. Odie visits at the door. Thank you, Phaedra. I actually get like, I have one eye that feels funky and one side of my face, and I get this anxiety feeling with it. And he's talking about, wow, what a change. Like what a change between and party time, excellent, and the real foundation of existence. He's going to be existential. I didn't say it right. Why does my ear, like my ear, I have like an ear buzzing and oh, okay. I would almost put reference to here that he's showing me that when my brother was younger, he would have a bloody nose occasionally. He was very high strung. My brother was very high strung, and ADD, ADHD, something along those lines. That he had to be constantly moving. And Billy would get a nosebleed every once in a while. This was kind of giving me reference to. Does that make sense to you? And he wants to talk about, I'm glad you know who this is. So we're just going to go with this. He wants to talk about, we come back to humanity consistently because we are looking for that good feeling. We're looking for that love, the music, the dancing, the art, the things that are spectacular that unfortunately other dimensions and societies have cut back on a lot because it doesn't benefit society as much as the emotional movement forward, spirituality. Like blue avians, they don't even have to manifest into an existence. Blue avians are just a blink away. So they worked more on that than they did here. You've gotten a few nosebleeds, but I don't know. That's okay. It's all right, right? I just feel like there's a lot of movement. Like he had a lot of movement in life. And I don't know why I keep getting like this eye feels like it's funkified, and I get a feeling of anxiety. But he does talk about having the perspective now of some of the things that he did in life were huge lessons. Like he needed to do these things to be where he is at the moment, where he is on a soul level. Like I think he learned some really big whopper lessons while he was alive, and while those lessons might have seemed like abandonment or uh, he did have anxiety, and I struggle with anxiety horribly. Okay. And the reason I say anxiety though is because I have an indicator that says anxiety, and it's just like flared. Um, and it's not mine, so I know it's his. He was a wild guy. I really believe that wildness covered a lot of uh, thoughts. Okay, we're going to put it that way. But he did have a lot of lessons in life, and some of them were emotional. Like he felt as if he was left behind, or he left people. Not he left people behind. He felt left behind and jaded in some ways. But he did this. I don't care. I'm going to be me. That's what he did. He did that a lot to cover some of the things that he had going on deeper. Did he have piercings? Did he have any piercings or anything like that? Specifically in the nose. I just have this feeling on my nose, like this. His ears. I have this feeling in my nose, like one of. I mean, I do have a piercing, so I mean, but it's just a feeling. Did he have any kind of extracurricular activities, like beyond conventional medicine? That's a really good way of putting it, isn't it? Did he have any extracurricular activities beyond conventional medicine? I am not with the police. Yes. Oh, no, that's the wrong person. We're reading for Coda at the moment. Yes. Like, is that what we're saying here? I'm waiting for her reply, you guys. Yeah, not like weed. He did drugs. Okay. I need to talk about that. I need to talk about that. That's why I was like, I'm trying to be super subtle, you guys. Part of our thing when we bring across energies, we're not supposed to go like did he have an addiction? I mean, we can say that, but I prefer to be much sweeter about it, right? Because from the other side, they're like, we need to discuss this. This is something. It's like you were really good at pulling the veil back. You were really good at seeing some of the things that. Diana, you have a great day, girl. He's like you were able to see some of the things that hurt him the hardest. But and this is like a McGruff thing, you guys. Drugs suck, right? Basically, is what this is. He's going. This was not the way. It wasn't the way, and it just is. even if it wasn't a major thing, it was too much, is what he's saying. So he really wants to talk about living life, enjoying it, because it's beautiful. He really is on about it being beautiful here. It's beautiful on your side. Obviously, it's going to be gorgeous on the other side. But here, it's about the experience. Boy, he loved the experience. He says, love your experience. Love your experience here. Because you guys are like super tight knit on the soul circle. And I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in here and there for tough times in your life to be a guide. They have that ability. I need to help so-and-so. I'm going to come in for a little bit of time. Hi, buddy. Did you miss me? You just need to come over and say hi to everybody? That's awesome. Thank you. I love you too. So he's saying enjoy your experience and make it yours, because he'll be in and out to help you here and there. Really interesting guy. He keeps going back. He keeps going back to right? Bang your head. Kind of stuff. Yeah, Odin, photobomb. He needs it. He needs the attention. So just enjoy it. It really is an incredible experience. We're graced. We're also a little bit crazy to come back at this time. Yeah, I know, right, honey? I've only been on an hour and 20 minutes. 5-minute coffee morning. Okay, Marie Luff, I'm sorry to say that I am done for the morning. I will be back on this evening, you guys, for the business end of intuition, the last and final installment of our 4-set series on how to move forward as an intuitive within the business environment. That's on the membership, right? We have the new class starting. I'm sorry, Marie Luff. We have the new class starting where we're going to be doing intuitive practice. So we're going to be doing 2 practical classes. What have we discussed this month that we want to go deeper down into with Sam? And then we're going to have our intuitive practice class each month. It's going to be a whole, yeah, they tend to do that because they say, hey, you know, you need somebody to be close to you. So it's okay. It's all right. You're very welcome. Very welcome. So we have a lot of stuff going on with the membership. $11.11 a month. You really can't beat that with a great big stick, can you? All right. With that, you guys, I am I'm going to go run around town a little bit this morning. I am taking time for myself. So everybody have a great day, and we will talk to you later within the membership. And sorry, guys. Make sure you guys like and follow so you see when we're online, because this is the only place I do live free readings. And I have shut my calendar. My calendar is not available for booking anything right at this moment. This is my fun time. So here we go. All right, guys, talk to you later. Have a great afternoon.